Hi folks, welcome to the June edition of the Adamo Estate Winery Wine Club. This wine is our Blanc Blanc from 2016. We pulled that out of our library, especially for you for this summer, and it is fantastic. We've been trying it for the past 2 months to see how it was evolving and to ensure that it was beautiful to send it to you. So Blanc Blanc means that it's a sparkling wine made 100% from grapes that are Chardonnay. So you have different sparkling wine. You can also have Blanc de Noir, which is made from 100% Pinot. Which is beautiful about the Blanc de Blanc is that from the Chardonnay you get the floral notes, you get the elegance and the roundness of the grape that you can feel in the mouth. This is beautiful age. You can smell the nutty characteristic of it. For our sparkling wines, we leave the wine during the second fermentation for 3 years, sitting in the bottle before we actually put the final cork on it. So you can find it helps to get aromatics of toast and cream. This is a beautifully balanced wine with acidity in the middle of the mouth. You can find the creaminess of the aging, and you have some notes of vanilla, white peach. It's going to be a great wine to pair, for example, with oysters or seafood this summer. This is our 2021 Kirby Gamay Rosé. We are really happy about that wine. We are working with Kirby Vineyards and we're really happy to work with them. They have a nice little farm in Niagara-on-the-Lake, and this wine is 100% made out of Gamay grapes. Gamay grapes is a red varietal that grows well in Niagara and gives us a broad opportunity to make either rosé wine or red wine, and even sometimes we make oak gamay that you could experience in the past with us. This is beautiful. It's characteristic by the notes of cherry and red currant, and you also find in Gamay Rosé a little bit of spices. You will have that black pepper that helps to lift the nose and help you smell all these aromatics. It has a beautiful rosé color. It's deep, but it's not too strong, and it has really nice violet edges on it. In the mouth, it's an explosion of fruit. You'll have candy floss, ripe strawberry, creamy raspberries. It's almost like you're eating a sorbet on a patio, and it's refreshing. This will pair beautifully with any sort of white meat on the barbecue, chicken, pork, for example. Yes, I can see myself sitting out there and drinking that in a nice afternoon. This is our Meritage 2017. I'm going to give you a little bit of a funny story about that name, Meritage. Sometimes I find myself pronouncing Meritage because of my background. And one of my friends, sommelier, told me, no, it's Meritage. It's a combination of merit and heritage. The Americans came up with that name when they started to make wine and everything in Napa Valley. So it's actually very interesting. I didn't know about that fact, so I thought I could share that with you today. So our Meritage, this vintage is 2017. It's a blend of Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Petit Verdot, Malbec, and a little bit of Appassimento. Appassimento is a technique when we dry the grapes before we make the wine. So we actually harvest the grapes and they are, let's say, dry aged in little trays and then when we reach the right amount of sugar or dehydration, then we ferment it. So it gives to the wine that nice, rich depth and complexity and ripeness of fruit. So on the nose, you have a very complex nose here. There is a lot. Ripe strawberry, black currant, some notes of eucalyptus, and some little bit of raisins that are coming from that appassimento that I just described before. That's a beautiful color. It has some depth. Very well balanced. Tannins are well structured. There's a lot of tannins. This is a full-bodied wine. But I wanted to present it to you for the summer edition because there's two ways to look at it. You're always gonna have like that nice piece of prime beef that you want to put on the barbecue, or it's gonna be a stormy day and a cold day and you want to stay inside, and this is the perfect wine to have it, for example, for a stormy day in summer. This is our 2019 Leb Riesling. We are thrilled about that wine. We just released it a month ago, so we wanted to share it with you today. So we get our grapes from Leb Farm, which is also on Niagara on the lake. Our Leb Riesling is beautiful. It's always fresh, mineral, has some lime, lemon pith, and some minerality. The nose is intense. It's a perfect summer drink. It's refreshing. In the mouthfeel, you have the acidity, which is perfectly balanced with some residual sugar. So when we make Riesling, we always taste in the tank at the finish of the fermentation when it reaches the perfect balance between the acid and the sugar, and then we stop the fermentation at that point. And it's beautiful today. I would recommend to drink that wine, for example, with raw fish. So if you want to do ceviche, for example, or sashimis, it would be just perfect. This is our Petit Verdot from Edrock, vintage 2017. I wanted to share that wine with you on the summer edition because Petit Verdot is not often found by itself. So it's a grape that is originally planted in Bordeaux and that came to complete the blends for example, that are heritage blends. But here at Edgerock, we're lucky to work with that vineyard, which is like south-facing in the Beamsville area. So it's on the side of the escarpment, south-facing, so it's warm spot, which is perfect for that grape variety. So in 2017, we decided to make that wine. We don't make that wine, Petit Verdot, 100% every year. The vintage condition has to be perfect. So it has to be a ripe vintage, a warm season, because Petit Verdot needs a longer season to grow than any other grapes. This grape varietal is characteristic to have notes of violet on the bouquet. So this is complex right now. It's beautiful to drink now. That's also why we wanted to present it to you. You have notes of cocoa, leather, cigar box, violets. So this is a testimony of the well-aged wine that it's ready to drink now. It can also age for a couple more years, so you could have that bottle and decide to open it or put it away for another 2 or 3 years in your cellar. well-balanced wine, rich mouthfeel, definitely feel the influence of the oak. This wine stayed in barrel for 15 months, about 33% new oak, only French oak. So it's a longer aging, which helps the tannin to be integrated, which helps the acidity as well to be integrated. This would be a perfect match for any kind of roast. Roast beef, pork roast, everything in the oven would be matching that wine. Beautiful. This wine is from our Legacy series, and it's a Chardonnay from 2017 from Willem's Vineyard. This vineyard is located in the sub-region of Niagara-on-the-Lake. This has beautiful age. You can see through the glass a beautiful golden color, witnessing a nicely aged wine. So we wanted to share that wine with you because we've been tasting it recently, and it's what we call at its peak, which means that the aromatics are beautiful, the wine is perfectly balanced, and the age that have been helping the wine to become at this apogee it's wonderful. You can have the minerality on the nose. I can smell white peach, yellow peach. I can smell nectarines. In the mouth, you find all those aromatics that I just explained. But you also find the influence of the oak barrel. This wine's been aged in oak barrel for 10 months. And you still find those toasty notes that are well integrated. This would be a perfect match, for example, for a grilled salmon on the barbecue, any kind of fish. I hope you enjoyed these videos and you find some useful information that you can share with your friend during the summer. Happy summer. Cheers.